What is up, my fellow YouTubian nation? This is Barnon11970, and as always, I thank you guys for watching my channel, and I hope you guys have enjoyed your day. Alright, just came back from sun gazing, and it is freezing out there today, but considering how sick I should be, considering what happened to me yesterday, I'm very happy to be standing out in the cold, but to be honest, I can't wait for summer to happen and get some actually nice warm weather. But let's talk a little bit about silver. I'll tell you something, my views have definitely changed for the better as far as what I used to think about silver and what I think about it now as far as price is concerned. The more I research this, the more I learn about the corruption, the paper manipulation, and what they're trying to do, which is basically scaring us out of our physical gold and silver, which I am absolutely not going to be doing. Now, I'll tell you something. If a year and a half ago somebody said to me that silver was going to go under 25, and they asked me would I be happy at that? Now let's consider back in 2011 when it was around $50. If somebody said that to me, I would have said no, they're crazy, it won't happen, and I think that would be a bad thing. Well, let's just assume that the dip never went down and that it kept going from there, and now silver was 60, 75, 100, $200 an ounce. How many people do you think would have not been able to be getting and acquiring either more physical gold and silver or start out by trying to get it? Because just imagine how much more expensive it would be and how difficult it would be. Because as the price was getting up there, people like myself and others who may not be financially well off can't buy much. But these dips have given us the opportunity to continue to stack what we have, and for people who got in late to be able to buy at prices not seen since about 2008. Now, the one thing I can't guarantee it because nothing in life is guaranteed. The one thing I can safely say is that these prices will not stay this way forever. And that's why I've preached long term. So if it takes another year, another 2 years, another 5 years, I have no problem with waiting. But I'm loving these, and so should you. And I'll tell you right now, there are people who are making videos and saying things like $15 silver, $10 silver, and I say bring it on. I'm not worried about that. And I guarantee you, the people, as much as we want it to rise, but remember, guys, if all of a sudden silver was $500 an ounce tomorrow, that means that the economy is going in a really bad place. And how much value, or how much little value, would the dollar have at that point? So we have to keep this in proper perspective. If all of a sudden you see precious metals skyrocket, that means something really bad is going down in the economy. And that could mean war, could mean collapse of the stock market, and lots of people would be in very bad situations. So we have to keep this in perspective. But how many of you right now are appreciating these dips? How many of you wish it went lower? So that's what I find funny about people that make videos saying, oh, well, silver's going to go down to 10 or 15. Let it. That just means we have that much more time to be able to add on to what we have, or some people that got into this late can actually afford it. Because from what I see on the people on my channel and other people's channels, not everybody's a millionaire. Not everybody can just go at the drop of a hat, buy a monster box of Silver Eagles. Some of us is just not that fortunate. So for the people who can only buy maybe anywhere from 1 to 5 ounces a month, if even that, they're loving these dips. So when it comes to physical silver, I've always said I get physical gold and silver to protect my wealth, to preserve my wealth. Because as we see, the more they print dollars and euros and all these other fiat currencies, because they're all doing this around the world, they're printing more of their money, the more you need to purchase things. So just having your money in the bank with no interest, or even what little interest they provide, you're actually losing purchasing power. But when you have precious metals, overall, they will retain their value. Because this right here will never go to zero. The paper might, but the physical never will. And that's why you're starting to slowly start seeing a separation. And that's why, like I said in the other video I made the other day, even though silver right now is about $3 less than it was a year ago, I actually paid a cheaper price for the metals that I had back then. So you can see there is starting to get a separation. So I can pretty much tell you that if silver ever got to $10, it's the paper price. You will never find a 10-ounce silver bar for $100. or even a 1 ounce silver coin for $10. Those days are long gone. Back in the days when everybody says, oh, it happened in 1980, look what happened. Well, our dollar was a lot stronger back then. There were a lot less people in the world investing, and we don't have the materials that we had back then. I mean, back then they didn't have the materials that we have today, like laptops and cell phones and iPads and all these other things that require, especially silver, to be able to function properly. So there are different times. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this. And tell me if you actually appreciate these dips. Or if you actually appreciate it if it went down even further. Which, by the way, I'm sticking to my guns with this. I'm waiting for another dip. I'm seeing that it should be happening. Because there is a saying that they say, sell in May, then go away. A lot of people right now, they need extra money to go on vacation. School's about to come out, the proms, all these different things that are going on, parties. So they start selling out to make a little bit extra money and earn some income. So I'm telling you, probably in about another 2 to 3 weeks, you should start to see a little bit more of a dip. In that meantime, you'll probably see a lot of stagnation, pretty much maybe 30 cents here and there up and down, but I don't see any major moves for a little while. But I'm waiting for another little dip. So you do what you want. I'm just giving the information of what I do. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your night. Peace.